Okay, so what's going on with the Rabbit R1? We are seeing a few initial reviews and things are a mixed bag. It's not as bad as the Humane AI pin so far, but it's still not great. It doesn't seem like the product is even like 20% all the way there. Forget about the high-end features like the Rabbit Eye, the company is still fixing basic stuff like battery life. Reviewers were complaining that it doesn't last for more than 2 hours or so, and they just launched a firmware update that pretty much gives it all-day battery. Why was it made now after its public launch and pre-orders and everything? It's a strange time we live in, isn't it? Earlier, we used to get like actual products with at least fundamentals working, and I think we're entering a strange realm of products where the phrase could have been an app will be more popular. Like for example, this AI voice recorder that I tested a few weeks ago. It's nice, it's useful for me, but for most people, could have been an app. Same goes for the Rabbit R1. I actually said that in January when they first unveiled the product, that their large action model could possibly be an app that you run on your phone. I mean, your phone is definitely more capable than this $200 device. And hilariously, someone actually managed to crack the Rabbit OS and create an APK that can run on a few Pixel devices. There are some videos floating on the internet, but I mean, it doesn't have all the features, but it does have the UI and the gesture controls. I did not expect this to go south so easily, but yeah, at least the functional side of it could have been an app. Obviously, they had shown a lot of things in their demonstration, but most of it hasn't made it out yet. And pretty much the only redeeming factor for this device is that it's cheap. Well, relatively speaking. It's only $200 and no subscription fees, which is always a good thing in 2024 when you're paying a subscription for your smart bed. Look, I'm not against subscriptions. I understand that in some models like SaaS, it makes sense. But yeah, having to pay a subscription to use all the features of my smart bed is kind of ridiculous. Especially after paying full price in several $1,000s. So even though this thing feels cheap and works cheap, it actually is cheap. It's not crazy overpriced, so that's one thing I can forgive. But I still don't get it. They are kind of late on their pre-order promises as far as I can tell. Only some reviewers have gotten their units and no actual users who are supposed to be in the first batch like March and April batch seem to have received it, at least as far as I can see. We are in May, so the first batch may have been delayed already and they still haven't fixed fundamental issues. They are in the process of fixing it as we speak. Does that mean the people who get their units now in the next few weeks, will they have to do a whole lot of firmware updates or something? They are not ordering early units, they are ordering actual retail units. So they shouldn't have to have this beta experience. But I guess that's the deal when you're jumping in to try something unique like this. You have to be ready for unexpected setbacks. For now, there still isn't something that the R1 can do, which your smartphone cannot already do. Hopefully their large action model will start acting on more apps than the first 4 they have launched. They say they have prepared it for all the apps, but we only have 4 so far. I try to be optimistic about such things because I'm a tech lover. I like to see cool varieties of tech being actually useful. I want to see this R1 thing do the actual things that they demonstrated. But I don't know how long that'll take, and even then, it could have been an app.